pretty good. I've got 2 minutes to say it. Worked that pretty well. An unorthodox Christmas meditation. Been working on this for 2 weeks. I've gone over and done research. And it was about 313, in the year 313, that Constantine, the Roman emperor, met with another powerful leader in that region. And they determined that given the significance of the rising power of the Christian movement, that tolerance would be granted in the Roman Empire to the Christian message and the Christian religion and the Christians. By 325, Constantine would designate a council of Nicaea to come together to plan on what this church was going to look like, what its orthodoxy was going to be, what was going to be the creed, the dogma, the teachings that all could agree on. Rome was a vast, diverse empire. It stretched all across the Mediterranean, as we know, and up into what's today France and Spain, Germany, a vast empire. And this Christian cult had moved within 300 years to becoming a dominant force that the greatest power of the world in the West at that time had to reckon with and had to deal with. Constantine, being a fantastic politician, knew that it was better to deal with it as friends rather than as adversaries. Well, by 354, a Roman calendar showed December 25th, the same day as the feast for Saturn. Have to remember that Italy in that area, its agricultural cycles were a little different. And the end of the harvest season came in December. And the end of December was a vast celebration where no business was transacted. There was festival, there was feast, there was pageants, there was revelry, and it was to the god Saturn, who was the patron god of agriculture. Well, you're pretty smart, you're around, you see what's going on. If you want to designate something of importance, do it where there's already a situation like that. So the story of the Nativity, the birth of Jesus to the Virgin by God as the Father, was put in December 25th as the Christmas Mass for the Christian Church. So from 354 to today, it's been there. In changes of calendars even, it's stuck with December 25th. What do we do with that today? Now, Hark the Herald Angels Sings was a total blowout for us, wasn't it? But if you'll look at those words, that's a capsule of creed and theology of what the Nativity event was about. God sent his only begotten Son to take care of the sins of the world, to be the new Adam, and provide salvation for all who believed. It's all in those verses. It speaks of the Virgin, it speaks of the power of God to do that. So what are we left with today in 2019? I remember Christmas as being Santa Claus. And after about 11, I lost interest, It just didn't seem that much fun anymore. Because I'd sort of say to Daddy and Mama, this is what I wanted. Could I get that and this and that? It was in the time of mystery and magic that it signified for me. And I think it's true in the Christian story. The power of the Christian story in the Nativity is not the miracle it tries to portray. It's the theology it represents. That which is divine is infused in life. It comes through the poverty of a family that has to find a stable to bring their child in. I've really been struck as I've gotten older trying to deal with these questions of religion, especially Christianity, how to rescue from its orthodoxy and its creedalism, something that I hold on to and signify for me. The fact that the theology of Jesus is captured in the fact of how it's portrayed. He does not come as a king, a regal power. As a matter of fact, he is an anti-king. His ministry is not to those who have. He said they already have, it's okay. I'm going to talk to those folks who have not. who are lost in the system, who are on the margin, the whore in the street, the slave in the cage, the ones who can't pay their taxes, the ones who can't find a place to stay. Come, follow me. Jesus speaks of a holiness that's available where people care about one another. It's the message of love. It's not the message of magic of some God taking care of you and getting you to the pearly gates. It's a model for us to love one another as deep and as wide and as sacrificial as we can, because in that is our salvation. In that is our hope. Christmas is about love. Christmas is about kids getting presents. Christmas is about taking everything from all the old traditions and making a joy and a celebration. Overeating and maybe even drinking a little bit too much. But knowing that tomorrow you got to go back out into the mission field and be a lover and be an agent, or be a warrior even, a loving warrior for those who need help, need support, need to think clearly, not be subdued by the con artists that are in our culture. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. May love prevail in your home, and may that family celebration bring you joy and laughter and fun. And remember when we tried to sing Hark the Herald Angels with a cathedral chorus.